Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Tony with Actively Golden. I want to ask you a question. Have you got a book in you? Do you want to write a book? I mean, maybe you've always wanted to write a book, but now that you're in your retirement years, you actually think you might have the time to do it. And I believe that you can do that. This video is going to be about encouraging you to go ahead and do it, encouraging you to accept the reality that you can do it, encouraging you to just move forward, to move from the desire to do it to a decision to do it, and then remain dedicated to do it until it's finished. I believe that you can do that. And the reason I believe that you can do that, it comes from that old cliche. If I can do it, you can do it. And I have written a few books in my time. And what I want to do in this video, not only just encourage you that you can do it, but to tell you exactly how to do it, how I did it, and just some step-by-step things you can do to get started and make it happen. Because again, you really can do this. And the reason you can do it is multifaceted, but one of the biggest reasons is because you have something to say. You either have a novel in you to write, or you have a how-to book. Maybe you love history and can write some biographies. Maybe you want to write your own autobiography, that recipe books, whatever. You have something to say. You have something that you can contribute. And what got me started writing my books is just an encouragement like I'm giving you now. I've written two books that have sold really well on Amazon and in other places. And I'm talking about literally thousands of copies. And not because I'm just that good of a writer, but because what I had to say was needed, and there was a market for it at the time that I wrote it. And my first book that I wrote, this one, was for my students when I was a university professor. And they kept coming to me and they kept saying, Doc, we love your lectures. We love the things that you tell us. But the textbooks that you select for the class don't really complement what you teach in your classes. And we would like for you to write down the things that would complement the things that you give us in the lectures. And they just kept encouraging me. And I finally said, well, I wrote a dissertation for my doctorate, so I probably can do this. And I made a plan, and I wrote it. And I did the same thing. I've always had, when I was a full-time professor, I always had a part-time cleaning company, a carpet and floor cleaning company. And a lot of people ask me, how did you do that? How do you start a carpet and floor cleaning business? So I said, well, I guess I'll write a book on that too. And it was just really a step-by-step how to start a carpet and floor cleaning business. So I did that. And both of these books, this book here that I wrote for my students, and the how to start a carpet and floor cleaning business, both of them have sold in the thousands of copies, have been downloaded countless times. And it's just been wonderful to come to the understanding that I decided to do it. I had the desire to do it. I decided to do it, and I was dedicated to do it until it was finished. And now I want to encourage you to do the same thing. I want to tell you that you can do it. If you're in your retirement years and you've just always wanted to do it and just haven't pulled the trigger just yet, well, let me help you aim and pull the trigger. I know you can do it, and I know how that you can do it. And the reason I know that you can do it is because, again, what I said a few moments ago, you've lived life. There's been a lot of water under the bridge, as they say. You've had a lot of experiences. You've been through a lot. You've had a lot of joys. You've had a lot of burdens. You've had some challenges. You've faced literally both life and death. And when we go through life, we learn, we develop, we have these experiences, and we don't keep these experiences to ourselves. We can share them in one-on-one conversations, or sharing them with people who would be encouraged by them, or even writing them down in a book or in a blog or something like that. But you've got a lot of experience, and you've learned a lot. And you've taken what you've learned over the years and you've applied it not only to your life but to others. You've helped a lot of people over the years. And really, for me, writing a book is really nothing more than just helping someone, giving them information that they need. Now, you might say, well, I don't want to write a how-to book. I want to write novels. Well, again, you've got experience, you've got knowledge, you've got insights. So when you sit down and start writing that creativity will get going, and you will start, it'll come out of you faster than you realize. Because again, you've got a lot of knowledge that you've gleaned over the years. And here's the beautiful thing about knowledge: you actually know a lot more than you actually think that you know, or that you know that you know. When I'm sitting down typing and I'm writing out a book, I have a legal pad sitting next to me, because as I'm typing, all the things that I know, I'm typing down. But then the things I have forgotten about, or the things that I didn't know that I knew, or that I didn't know that I know, start coming to me. And I grab a pen, and I grab that legal pad, and I write down that, so I won't forget it, so I can add it in to other chapters down the road. So again, it's this idea that you have something to say, you've got experience, you've got insights. And insights is really just telling people what to do with the knowledge that you have. So you've got lived life, you've got experience, you've got the desire to do it, you've got knowledge, you've got countless stories from your life and experiences that have made you the person that you are. You've got insights, and you can do it. And again, that old cliche: if I can do it, or if Joe down the road can do it, you can do it too. It really just comes down to the decision. I'm going to do it. The first step in writing a book is deciding to do it, and then taking that decision and just turning it into dedication. That's the first step. Once you decide, then the rest is easy. You just start, and I'm going to show you in these videos exactly what to do and how to make it happen, and tell you what I do, and how it works for me. And you can take what I teach you and use it however you want to, add your own style, your own approach to it. But if you follow all of these videos to follow, I promise you, in a few months, maybe even a few weeks, less than a year, you will have your own book written, if you really want to do it. Now, I just want to say it's normal. It's normal and natural to have a few doubts along the way. Can I really do it? But here's the thing: don't focus on doubts. Focus on ability. Focus on what you have decided to do. Did I have doubts when I wrote this 270-page book? Yeah, a few, but for the most part, once I got started, once I wrote those first few pages, those first few chapters, those doubts went away. And then when I printed it out as I was writing it and looked at it, I said, man, there was no more doubts, no more any reasons at all to think that I couldn't do it. And one of the most wonderful blessings and benefits is when I finished the whole thing, and I took it and I printed it out on 8 by 11 copy paper from my printer. I mean, it was real thick, and it was so cool to see that. I'm here to encourage you. You can do it. The book is in you. So let's get it out. Let's get it on paper. I'd love to read it. I'd love to know what you're doing. If you've got an idea for a book, put it down in the comments. Tell me what your book idea is. I'll reply to you. I'll tell you what I think and give you a few thoughts on what to do to get started. Watch the rest of the videos that follow, and watch this entire playlist. And by all means, reach out to me and let me know what you're doing and ask any questions. I'll help you any way that I can. Thank you for watching. Please like the video if you don't mind. It helps the channel. And if you don't mind, subscribe. I'd love to have you as a part of the Actively Golden family and community. We're growing, just getting started good, but hopefully this thing is going to take off, and we're going to bless and benefit a lot of people. Again, thanks for watching. You can do it. You can write a book. You really can. All the best. God bless.